movie was it? Did you say?
I don't know.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah, it's kind of irrelevant because I don't want.
You tell me what's irrelevant.
I'm probably banned from this theater now.
Okay, all right. So, that's a good teaser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were waiting in line, and I had my
laugh.
food in this white paper bag. Okay, white paper bag, but inside it was cheese fries inside another container in a bag. Personally, I couldn't smell it. It just looked like a white bag. We're waiting in line, and they finally said, "Oh, people can come into the theater now." So they let the queue of people in. We were ways back. There was a lot of people there. So the girl takes my ticket.
I feel like a laugh is coming. I feel like a big.
No,
so
I don't think. We just wait.
The pressure's building.
I don't want to ruin. I don't want to ruin the payoff for this story. So we'll blow up the mic.
So I get there. She takes my ticket. And she's like, "Excuse me, sir. We don't allow outside food in this theater."
Right. They don't. That is a rule.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm like, how do you know it's food? Oh, well, it smells pretty fresh, she says.
Ooh.
And I'm like, well, I can't smell it, so
she was getting fresh.
And then she's like, I'm sorry, sir, you can't bring that in there. You can either go point, and she just points, or you can throw it away.
Oh no.
And I was like,
oh shit.
I'm like, well, that's not an option.
Oh
yeah. So right at this point, and then from out of the back of the line, the manager comes running over.
Yeah, he does.
And he's like, excuse me, sir, we don't allow outside food in here.
Let me ask you a question. Did the "excuse me, sir," did that help because you felt like they were
No,
being
it was
polite,
really
was
patronizing. It felt like it was a line. And by this time, they're both barking at me, and there's like a cluster of people going through this narrow space to get into the theater. And I was really frustrated at this point. And he's like, you cannot bring that in there. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? He said the same thing. You can go over there. He's like, he just points. He doesn't say you can
Excuse
go
me,
there.
RJ.
He goes,
Excuse me, sir. But you know that you can't actually have food in the theater.
Yeah,
right?
it's fine. However, I said, what if it's a doggy bag? How do you know it's food?
Yeah, you can beehive.
What's in a doggy bag? It's food.
Yeah, it's leftovers.
That still counts as food?
It still does, but here's the thing. Usually I just put it in my bag. I was stupid enough to have it in my hand. However, most of the people there, including my friends, have just went and bought food and put it in their bag and are walking in the theater.
So the manager gets involved. Oh yeah, everyone takes food into the theater.
Yeah, exactly. Usually I just do it.
I bring food, 6-packs, whatever, in my backpack.
I could easily put it in my grocery bags, which I've talked about on this podcast before, and they wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
Stupid me. But at this point, I'm just like,
okay.
I hadn't eaten. I'd been on transit for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
It's really hot, and there's like a cluster of people yelling at me.
You just.
He's like, well, I need to take that, sir. I'm like, well, you can fucking have it, and I threw it at his head.
Wait.
And at this point, he says,
"All right, I'm back."
He says to me, "Okay, that's it. You need to leave. You're lucky I'm not gonna call, or I'm gonna call the police." I'm like, what are you gonna say?
Yeah, you want ketchup with this fries?
I'm like, do you know what? Don't worry, I'm leaving. So, and then he proceeded to get on his phone. He's like, I'm calling security. I'm like, go right ahead.
Okay. I got more fries where those came from.
So, and then he followed me outside the theater. He followed me outside the theater, and he's like looking at me like he's like doing my height and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like getting on the elevator, and I'm like,
"There's a rosy cheeked, flamboyant."
Bringing back to the throw, and what kind of like was it like a?
I would have given.
Did you like whip it around a few times and clock
him?
Or
it was in my hand, like I was holding it, like you would a paper bag.
Okay.
And I just loved it.
where did
it went flying? Honestly, I wasn't even really intending to hit his head.
You were just
throwing it. He actually kind of moved in.
Oh, I don't know about this. But
I just meant to throw it behind him.
You were just throwing it.
Yeah, I was just throwing it.
It was pure emotion.
He moved in.
He headbutted my fries.
And it went smack to his forehead.
Yeah. You made contact with
him. You hit his forehead.
Yeah, it hit him.
That's great.
That's amazing.
I think that's why he was really upset. And the other manager came running over too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
that's hilarious.
This thing. And,
your storytelling privileges have been reinstated.
Well, and you know what? Yeah. When people there's like drama in public, everybody doesn't know what to say. They just go white faced.
Yeah, they just stand around and
they stand around with that stunned, stupid look on their face. Well, that's what everybody.
Polite smiles. Doing. Yeah.
My friend who I was there in line with, I didn't even see him, but apparently.
Have you talked to them since?
Oh yeah, they met up with me afterwards. They watched the movie.
Oh my god.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well.
But it was a lot. It was a couple days of like people ragging on me or being rude. So
it all built up.
And I hadn't eaten, which is.
And it was kind of your own fault, which makes you probably even more angry. Like just because you forgot to hide the cheese
usually in
fries.
certain situations like that, you'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. This is why." But
yeah,
I didn't fucking care at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, so obviously I can't go back to that theater.
Is it a nice theater at all, or
no?
Is it near? Oh, well, fuck it.
I don't really care. I can work around it.
Yeah. Well.
Unfortunately. Well, I could probably go back. There's a small chance that I've never seen. I've been there a million times and I've never seen him.
Should you go back with a pizza and just fucking start smushing it in people's faces?
Oh, that would be so great. We all have huge industrial bags of cheese fries. Oh no, this is just our.
They're just leftovers. No.
Yeah, but like, the thing is, like, even when I threw it, it didn't create a mess or anything. It was just a white bag. It was like totally neat. It wasn't like overflowing food or anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
and then that guy went home and this guy threw cheese fries at me today. I swear to God, any day now.
Oh yeah, it's
just a circle.
It's a cascading.
He's gonna go to WCB. He's like
bad events.
Okay, all right. Let's let Simon get a line in here.
No, it's gone.
I'm gonna make fun of his shitty jokes if you don't let him tell them. I had a similar experience.
Did you?
Yesterday.
Oh, good.
I mean, it's no mystery that. No secret that I love shawarma.
Okay.
I talked about it before.
Sure. We had a guest smell your shawarma breath.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
As a matter of fact.
The legendary shawarma breath.
And, see, the thing with... You went to this theater, but it wasn't a go-to spot for you, right? Do you want more water in your tea, by the way?
No.
Okay, you like it strong?
Yeah.
Now,
Watch out, it's a lot of caffeine.
Yeah.
Watch me later, I might have a lot.
Well, it's no cap. Well, anyways, yeah. Move on.
I have this shawarma spot near here called Donair Town.
Yeah.
Which is one of my main spots. I get the cards, the frequent customer cards. Mm-hmm. I go there all the time. And I'm a picky eater.
Okay.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I like things, not in terms of what I won't eat. Like I'll eat, eel intestines and weird stuff, but I like to have things the right here's the thing.
Two good stories here.
I don't like mushy tomatoes.
Okay.
Oh, there's payoff. Don't worry.
Mushy tomatoes.
Yeah. Now if you keep
they gotta be crisp.
Absolutely. They can't be white and dehydrated, but they can't be mushy and mealy either.
Mushy is no.
You want them to be cut with a sharp knife
Yeah.
at the right amount of ripeness and then not sit out too long, right?
Okay.
Is that so much to ask for?
No.
I think not. And I've been a great customer here. I've spent so much money at Donair Town. But there's been moments in the past where similar to like the pre-war tension that grew in Europe.
Yeah.
Just little eruptions, little warning shots that went off. Like a little, oh no, not that cucumber please here. A little, oh, I'll pass on the tomatoes there.
A little Franz Ferdinand getting shot. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. And it came to a head yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally?
Well, the thing is that this a rash is...
my cheese fries came to a head.
All right, yeah, no,
all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Okay.
What was the climax here?
You're getting your...
You're finding it.
Yeah.
Jake,
finding the groove.
Okay, so I go in, and I want my beef platter. Now,
I want my beef platter.
Little more.
My cheek. No, I want a bean feast.
To really understand what happened yesterday, you need to know that Arash takes a lot of pride in his business. He does everything there.
That's the troll behind the counter.
He's a very prideful troll.
No, he's not. He's actually not a troll.
Okay.
He's a good-looking Iranian expat.
Okay.
Lives in Canada now, and he served in the army in Iran. So I think that also it bothers him too that I am this like privileged shawarma eater that needs, because he's like, eating rat and like being in some boot camp in Iran.
He never saw a tomato before he came here. Yeah.
He's seen his friends being killed in front of him, and I'm like, I'll take the romaine that's a little fresher, please.
Is that knife sharp?
Yeah. He's like, oh, it's sharp.
Yeah.
And there was also an incident a few months ago where his daughter was working there. It's kind of a family business. And I was saying, I'll get the platter. I'll get the platter. Like, okay, I want the chicken platter. And apparently they don't use the word platter there. They call it a chicken plate.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a real stretch.
So they thought I was saying pita. So they gave me pita, and I was like, no, the platter. And they were like, yes, the pita. Now this is the same as my League of Legends story. I've had so many problems where it's like just a simple syllable.
Oh, I
slips.
could tell you a story like this.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Let's hear it.
So that, but each time, no matter how bad the fight gets,
no. Okay. Yeah.
I always make amends because I know that no matter how much I have to humble myself, it'll be worth it, so that I can go back and have. Because aside from
the food's good.
Yeah.
Aside from the
it's great.
Yeah.
I love the shawarma there. It's really good. So yesterday I go in, and in the past I've declined getting tomatoes, and sometimes I get them if they're good. And yeah, just play with the wicker. That'll sound good. Just flick the wicker. I go in yesterday and I say no tomatoes.
Okay. He's bored by your story.
He's got his employee there.
Okay.
He's on the sidelines, and he goes, "Oh, you're not getting tomatoes today. Just a little. Maybe he's having a bad day. He had twins recently too, so he's got tension at home."
Sure.
And I go, "Oh yeah, I'm just and he was like, "Oh, but you got tomato that one time, like a couple weeks ago." I'm like, "Yeah, it happened to be like really good that day, but." I gotta be honest. I don't like mushy tomato.
Okay.
As soon as that came out of my mouth, I was like, "Oh, here we go. Here we go, baby. It's a hot day. Rash has been back there. This is like Do the Right Thing. Spike Lee. Hot summer.
Yeah. Okay.
Racial tensions coming to a head.
Mother sister is yelling down the street.
And he goes, "You know what? Tell me about the tomatoes."
Oh no.
Yeah. And I did.
Okay.
I could have. Now, this is a great lesson for me.
Okay.
Because I think a part of my brain thinks that, like, if I word things properly, if I really make my point clear and I'm really polite, which is what the "excuse me, sir" people thought.
Yeah.
But polite and logical doesn't win you people's hearts.
No.
It really doesn't.
Not being a petty douche wins you people's hearts.
And that's not an option.
No, it really isn't. Okay, so, oh, God.
So I go, well, Arash, and not that this is, I understand you're a small restaurant, but you guys keep your tomatoes in the fridge. I can see him right there. I mean, and his brow is just, he's twitching, but I don't stop. I'm doing my tomato TED Talk here.
It's a sweaty day in Don't Airland.
Yeah, I'm going in.
He's agitated.
And I'm like, I'm doing the backpedaling at the same time too. But like, no, everything else is great. But the tomatoes, I just if you keep them in the fridge, they get mealy, and he goes, well, maybe you shouldn't be so fucking picky.
Oh,
and just walks away.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
You should have been like, hey, get back here before I itch ya. Anybody get that? Hello? Is this thing on? Hello?
I hate you.
I know.
Yeah, but that's a restaurant business. You serve shit to people.
You know what? And then I was like,
you're gonna hear about it.
I was like, Arash, obviously I like your food. I spend so much money here. What's the deal? I think he's petty. I really do, because like,
you have a fair complaint.
The customer is not always right. That is true. Right?
That is a crock of shit.
There are times where customers need to be told to fuck off. But if that is an opportunity for him to make his restaurant better.
Yeah.
I'm saying you're not. You can see Simon's.
It's true. You're giving him advice.
Yeah.
He's taking it personally.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why he ain't gonna make it.
Well, I mean, it sounds like other than the tomatoes,
it's great.
It's a pretty spot.
He's ignoring all the other things that I'm saying are great.
Or are you ignoring all the other things that are great?
The tomato in there is shit.
Yeah.
I want you to come in with me and tell me that you would want that tomato on your plate.
All right.
Is it just straight up tomato?
These are just slices of tomato. You get your rice, your meat on top, and on the side they put a little romaine, a little onion and tomato, maybe a little tabbouleh. And I always pass on the tomato because this tomato's not good. Sorry, bud. It just isn't.
Yeah.
There's no, and you know what? Other people, this is like fucking Pulp Fiction. When other people get their tomato, they buy shit. When I get my tomato, I want to taste it. Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
I've seen other people in there. I look at them and I go,
I know.
This is your life?
Yeah, but that's why
shoveling soggy tomatoes.
That's why he does it. Is because there's an army of stupid people who just will slop it up.
He said, "You maybe shouldn't be so picky." You know what? I'm not changing.
Yeah,
I've got high standards. I'm like Jiro in Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
That's right.
I'm the Jiro.
You're nothing like Jiro. You're nothing. Like
no respect. No work ethic.
No, none.
All right,
no
let's scale back that comment a bit. I'm like the. We'll move along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
What do you guys think?
I'm on your side. Like I'm.
Fuck yeah.
Like,
no, I'm totally on your side too. It's you're trying to bring up a valid point about the quality of his presentation.
He asked.
He asked. That's the only reason I'm on your side. Is because he fully went. Well, tell me.
I have wanted to tell him that before, but I never have.
He was asking so that he could say "fuck off" to a customer. Like he clearly just wanted to be like "fuck off."
He set you up.
Because it's like, oh yeah, tell me about the tomatoes.
Yeah.
And like, what are you gonna be like? Oh well, sorry, I prefer beefsteak. You use vine rice.
This is how wars start.
Like,
tell me about the Jews.
Yeah.
Somebody tell. That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
That was bad for everyone involved.
Even Van City Buzz, here we come.
Yeah.
Fuck Van City Buzz.
Yeah, fuck them.
They're more interested in selling real estate. Have you seen that website? Is just like it's just like for realtors. It's like there's so like at the bottom of every Van City
those sons of guns.
It's just all about like people selling shitty condos. It's like I just find their market's just like douchey. So who cares?
Well, it's 20,000 douchey people who will
Is
never
it
hear this
20,000 people?
podcast.
Who cares?
I don't even have the gumption to say that sucked, but it sure did.
Certainly did.
I heard some. There's a girl at the gym I work out at.
Okay.
Who used to be very fat, and she had an enormous nose.
Wow.
And
are you having some nose job envy?
She over the course of I work out there a lot. I know it doesn't show, but
no.
You're lean enough.
Over the course of the last 2 years, she has lost almost all of the weight.
Wow, good for her.
She has gone from
She's tightening up.
You know that big fucking circle thing that Miley Cyrus rides on?
A wrecking ball?
A wrecking ball?
A wrecking ball. If
that
only I
big
that word,
circle thing.
It still wouldn't have been
the
funny.
The circle thing that the song's named
All right,
after?
I get it. It's dumb. God, can we move on? She was fat. She lost the weight. And one day she came in. Hadn't seen her in a little while. It's a little different. I don't know, I respect this person more. I think she looks smarter.
Yeah.
And she turned like a new nose.
New nose.
The best nose job I have ever seen.
Wow.
This nose. And this just... It was a moment of...
What was her nose like before?
I'll get to that. But it was a moment of beauty and also sadness because I realized just how shallow I am as a person.
Of course.
And I'm sure most people are like this.
Well, she must be too. I mean, right?
Yeah. But she looked like more worthy of my respect as a human being.
Well, that's...
Like, isn't that insane?
Yeah.
I felt that like, oh, this person... Like, better be nice to this. I should find out what her name is.
It's not... Yeah.
She looked great. It was so cement. Before, what did it look like? It looked like an uppercase D. Just a big
one, yeah.
Yeah. And now it's tapered. It looks like the best of every race's nose. Like it's got a little bit of Asian at the bottom, a nice white swoop in the middle, a nice kind of like...
It's an argument for eugenics, basically.
Yeah. It's just fantastic. And here's the thing. This is what I'm getting to. Because my nose sucks.
Yes.
I want to walk...
Your nose is lovely.
I want to walk up to her, but I don't know how do I go, hey, who did that? What was the doctor's name? Because that's such an awkward...
No, you just start being friendly with her, right. And then eventually you say,
that's what
you get a nose job?
Well...
You can compliment her on it, be like, hey, I noticed that you changed, and wow, you look...
If it's a compliment... There's something different about you.
I mean, you can't. Really.
Here's the window for that is passed. Too much time has passed. Being there, here's what I'm going to do.
I've been focusing on my tries. So
you'd be surprised. It sounds like she prides herself in these transformations, so she'd be happy to talk about it.
Yeah, it's not like
I've got a better idea.
It's been 2 weeks, so she's going to be like...
Well, why would you let me tell her?
Well, because I was in the middle of fucking saying something. Yeah.
But Alex's idea is more important.
No, you guys interrupted me before. And
it's called commenting. If we weren't saying anything, you'd be... add to it.
Monologue.
I don't need you guys. I've got a full fully developed thing here.
Yeah, pre-written. You're looking at your notes on your iPhone.
You want to see my notes?
Like a typical Vancouver. No, I don't. I don't even want to hear the story, but get it out.
Okay, just finish.
Talk about nose job.
Yeah.
4 words.
All right.
That is blossomed.
Well, that's a good thing you have that written down.
Into a...
You idiot.
Okay, well, finish it.
Your notes are either too much or completely useless.
So what are you...
Congratulations.
Where is this going? Are you going to do something about it?
I'm going to make friends with her, and then I'm going to just casually bring up, like, you know what? I've got this problem with my nose. Like, I've got to get this deviated septum thing. And then she'll be like, you know... I had a nose. I'm like,
I don't know.
I had no idea.
I think that's actually lamer. I think she'd be less impressed with that.
I'm a lame person. I mean,
yeah.
She'd be less impressed with that than if you just outright directly asked her if there was something different to
all right. Well, I'll do that, and I'll come back here with a slap in the face story next time.
Oh, who's gonna slap?
No, but really, she probably would be flattered by that.
Absolutely. There's no time limit on compliments.
Yeah,
like,
it's not like you know her.
You had the chance to say this about me 2 weeks ago. Why didn't you? Now your compliment insults
That being said, though, it's a weird...
Sometimes you don't notice
it's still awkward. It's still awkward.
Sure.
You know, I've been...
well, it's absolutely awkward.
I've been causing a big stir at the West End Community Centre.
Oh, no. What did you do now?
Well... What are you doing? Not wiping down the benches?
They...
those guys?
Oh, no. Way worse than that.
Oh.
The West End Community Centre fancies themselves artists of the art of comedy.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Comedians.
Comedians. Well, not exactly comedians. More like Banksy. Just cutting edge, witty, relevant stuff.
Cultural commentators.
Yes. Oh. Perfect. Okay, so they put up you know how people do I mean we all love this. This is just great comedy. When you see that somebody's put up that like missing cat poster and it says like it has a picture of Lionel Richie and then it'll say, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?" You know, and you can tear off the little things at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah.
They're memers.
Yeah, that was not funny 5 years ago when it came out, right?
Yeah.
So, what the West End Community Centre thought they'd do, a little, kind of like a reinterpretation.
Their riff on Lionel Richie?
If you will. Well, what they did was they made one of those missing cat posters, and they put it on their bulletin board. And first of all, it doesn't even make any sense, because why would you have a missing cat in a gym?
Center.
So just at the very root of it, it doesn't... But it's not Lionel Richie, it's the guy, the most interesting man in the world from Dos Equis.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of like shoehorning in two hack things.
So it's a meme too? Oh.
And then at the top it says...
Funky memer.
At the top it says, "I don't always work out, but when I do, it's at the West End Community Centre."
Yeah.
Just a nice little...
Well, that's a face plant.
Happy-go-lucky. And then at the bottom, you think that the little strips at the bottom would be like a riff or a bonus joke, right? Guess what the little things you can tear off at the bottom say?
Oh, what?
"I work out at the West End Community Centre."
What are you going to do with that?
Rip it off? I do. I sure do.
Put it on your fridge? Like,
I don't know.
Fuck.
Isn't that preaching to the converted? I mean, the people there...
Well, no, they're just trying to make it like a fun, carefree environment for old women.
Well, I saw that, of course. And this is like...
Go ahead, yeah. That meme is the lamest meme.
All memes are lame.
But that one is like...
It is kind of the pinnacle, yeah. You're right. I mean...
That one I just cringe every time I see it now.
Any meme I cringe at. Like,
what's that?
Any meme is cringeworthy, really.
Yeah, I mean, but that one particularly, it just seems so... Just you can use it for anything. It just doesn't... It just...
Yeah.
It only appeals to people who've obviously seen that commercial, and I honestly never seen that commercial. So it's like, I was like, what is this thing on the internet that everyone keeps using? So it's like, I had no idea, but now it's just like, it's so dead.
I saw it 2 hours after my fucking shawarma debacle.
What did you do?
I wrote a little joke of my own on it.
Well, you should do a tomato. I don't always use mushy tomatoes, but I do when I'm at...
Yeah, you see, that would be an improvement.
Yeah.
That would not be cringy.
Yeah, I wouldn't cringe.
So, what did you do, my man?
I wrote...
What happened?
I wrote a little message to the West End Community Centre.
Ooh, okay.
No.
Get you in their good books.
I wrote... You guys don't always try to be funny, but when you do, you aren't.
Okay.
Oh, that's almost worse.
What happened?
I came back 2 days later, and they had just, instead of like going off what I said and like, you know, maybe just like, "Oh, touche," or like right back at you, or like, "We don't always have cynical people," you know, something.
Yeah, right.
They just they cowered and just tore out the section of mine, but left the rest. So now that thing is still there, but half of it is kind of missing off the side.
You can't just print a new one.
I'm just going to keep roasting them until the whole thing's gone.
You're like the Simon Cowell of comedy. You're just waiting to tear everybody a new one.
Yeah.
That reminds me of I worked at a grocery store, and they had put up some kind of, it was an Asian grocery store, and they put up some kind of notes for all the stock guys, something about, folding cardboard or some bullshit. Yeah. But it was riddled with spelling mistakes in English and grammatical errors. So, being a young stud.
You fixed it.
I wrote a lengthy paragraph in a Sharpie going, just so you know, the I before E except after C or whatever, and this is the grammatical use of these words and blah blah blah.
That was nice of you.
And it was very sarcastic, and I wrote it on a bunch of them, and then 2-3 weeks later I got called up to the office, and they just got these stack of these fucking
people don't take that kind of just battle over your stock. And they don't like it. Yeah.
And they just went, did you write this? And I went, yeah, that was me. And they're like, well, if you have any comments or advice about our signs, you can just come tell us yourself. And I just went, oh, yeah, okay, this is, and I went into explaining. Oh, no. And then he just went, oh, okay, you can just go back to work. And then I left. I got in so much trouble.
You don't realize how close you came to be put in the garbage compactor. Yeah. And just becoming a cautionary tale for future employees.
I guess they probably just took it as you're being patronizing.
Well, I was, absolutely. Yeah. No question. I just wanted to be fired, basically. I drew a big penis, too, like a veiny, disgusting penis, and just, was showing it to people and making them laugh. And then I just, left it on the staff room floor, and, the owner came upstairs and, this shocked look in his eyes, and, picked it up and, he brought me up to the office yet again.
People have no courage.
And I was like, you were in the room. Did you see who drew this? And I went, oh, I'm not going to tell you who drew it, but it is pretty funny, right? And he went, no, there were women in that room. They could have seen this. And I said, there were women in the room, and they did see it, and they laughed at it. And he just looked at me having no idea. He could not believe.
Women do not know what penises look like.
He could not believe. And he was just like, okay, thanks, you can leave now. And I just fucking, okay.
And then you stayed at but he was actually talking about the job, don't come back.
Yeah.
Was that you fired then? Was that firing?
No, it wasn't even. It was not even. I quit that job eventually.
Yeah, I was working at this place called the Cat's Meow once.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a little system when you work in a kitchen where the machine prints out the orders, right? And then you rip them off, and then you kind of you put them up above, and slide them in. And the machine that would print those was next to me at the end of the line.
So you're a chip boy.
So I would rip them off and bring them to the chef, put them up there, and everyone likes comedy. So I thought one day I'd just feed out a little blank paper, a really long piece, and draw a nice long veiny.
You did your long veiny piece. For straight guys, you like your big veiny cocks.
And I put it up so it's actually hanging down into the wrench tip.
It's coming wrench sauce.
And the guy, I'm just in the corner going, hey, order up.
You're so funny.
Go check and he walks over and goes, do that again, you can go home. And I go, oh, sorry, sir.
Oh,
what a party pooper.
Yeah. And it was great.
He tucks it in his pocket.
I'll go to the washroom.
Licks the wrench off. It was great because he was the lead singer of a failed death metal band.
Ooh.
And it was like, oh, you're really hardcore, aren't you, bud? You can't even take a drawn cock.
What is it with kitchens and failed musicians?
Yeah.
Every time I've worked in a kitchen, there's a failed musician.
Yeah. That's because you don't need much skills. You can get away with doing a bit of drugs.
Yeah, you can be a passive aggressive asshole.
Yeah, and there's dumb hot girls for everyone.
There you go.
Is there hot girls?
Oh yeah.
Generally.
Well, I guess the waitresses.
They're hired for their looks, and
absolutely.
If they could do something else, they would.
Yeah.
Just hang out at the bar, talk to the ladies after.
I used to at the Cat's Meow. I used to hang around after, and I'd try to buy drinks for the for the girls. Now
How'd
I
that
suck
go?
now.
How did
Imagine
that go?
16-year-old Alex.
Oh, you were
I
16.
got a lot of, oh, you're so nice, but no.
Were you 16?
I wasn't even allowed to drink myself. And I was trying to buy drinks for them. Like the bartender would be like, Alex,
You can't drink any more Shirley Temple,
please,
Alex.
your mom's waiting for you outside.
Little Alex was wearing his famous Players Club T-shirt, trying to fucking buy beers for these waitresses.
Nice callback.
Ooh, nobody
Well,
gets that.
We should wrap this up probably since we have to go to work.
It's at 6.
It's at 6 today?
Oh,
again?
7. Eraserhead starts at 7. So
Oh, we're showing Eraserhead today?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this will be good for.
I
I'm
can
not
double
editing.
check.
By the way, I'm not editing the episodes anymore. So
You don't have
anything that's in,
Why not? You're just you're tired of it?
it's just it's
It's so-
not worth the time that I put in. We can just be better and not have.
We really
No, I
can't.
think part of it is...
I'll clip the things that are obviously on the waveform
Yeah.
really loud, but
Sure.
yeah,
It's fine.
I've got lots of stuff to talk about, guys.
Okay, well then bring it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah. I had a quick little story. It's probably
Okay.
not worth talking about, but I walk.
It's like a good
I
confidence
walk
level
here.
there.
I walk here, right?
Right after
And
yours.
there's a
You walk all the way from the SkyTrain? You don't
yeah,
take the bus?
yeah, that's right. And there's an old folks home. I can't remember the street, but
Mm-hmm.
and there's always this old man. He looks like he's a corpse already, but somehow still alive.
I think I know the place.
And he asks everybody who walks by, buy smoke off ya.
Oh,
Buy
no.
smoke off ya. And I was just thinking, like, someone should just fucking give this guy cigarettes. Like, he's so
Oh, I'm
close.
sure he gets cigarettes.
Yeah, but he's so close to death already. Like, he sort of looks like if you poked his skin, it would just peel off, like
Ugh.
Poltergeist, you know, and he's looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
It just, his face is falling, it's translucent, gray, old person skin. Like, he should just be fucking huffing cigarettes and just that's all he wants, you know?
Yeah.
How good is his life at this point? Yeah.
Yeah.
And cigarettes
Well, I don't think it's
are great.
necessarily that anyone's denying you. It's probably the...
I think there's a moral...
Let's buy that fucking guy some
we
cigarettes.
should, yeah. There's a moral conundrum
You
there,
can
though,
use our
because
tips. Let's buy some cigarettes.
he clearly... Well, okay,
let's not get
let's
carried away.
yeah.
That wasn't serious.
Ooh.
That
Yeah.
was the worst one, yeah.
But it's a moral conundrum. Like, is it wrong to give this guy cigarettes because it's clearly short? It would clearly be terrible for him. He's
definitely not.
wheeling around his IV and he looks fucking.
Does he have
his
an ID?
eyeballs
He's got one
are.
of those things?
Yeah, his eyeballs are sinking into his head. He steps from the death.
How many
Steps.
times have you seen this guy? For
Like four times I
Really?
walked. He's
Well,
Is
why
he
don't
just
you
over
give him
on
some
Barclay?
smokes?
It's that place on
well,
Barclay.
because I like to just think about these nice things that I could do and never
Oh,
do them.
God.
Yeah.
Is he at that old folks home that's on Barclay? That's the big tall building?
No, it's I don't know the name. It's like what's the street that starts with an H? That's like
Harrow.
Harrow. Yeah, it's Harrow
It is-
Park Center or something.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the other side of that one. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, speaking of health,
Mm-hmm.
I've been buying, as you guys know, breathe right strips.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
For
they're
my
not gonna wear them today.
Horrible Egyptian tomb nostrils. And did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're dusty, just like dank.
Cursed.
Yeah, cursed. Very large.
So, I love The Simpsons. And
Yeah.
anytime I can find a character in real life that resembles somebody from that show, I'm just thrilled.
Okay.
And the pharmacist at the place I go to is Ned Flanders.
Okay.
This man is... When his answer is yes, when I ask him a question...
I hated that lead in.
What?
I love The Simpsons, and I just like comparing people in my life to Simpsons characters. For example, I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
Should have just gone into this guy's Ned Flanders. I think it would have.
Anyways,
Oh.
continue.
That has completely deflated.
Yeah. I'm doing Mr. Podcast here. Keep going.
You didn't even make it that funny.
No, it wasn't funny at all.
You said-
I just repeated what you said
This just sounded
in a
mean.
sarcastic way. It was very mean. Okay, so what
When I
did
ask
you
him
do?
questions and he says yes,
Yeah.
he says, "Oh, absolutely,
Shut up. Does he really?
absolutely."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Does he know? Is he working on Ned Flanders?
He's just happy to be dishing out pills, man. He's loving it.
I bought something that costs $9,
Okay.
and when he gives you when he says how much it will cost, he doesn't say that'll be $9. He goes, all right, 9,000 pennies. Like
Wow, he is Ned Flanders.
He's great.
He's having fun.
He's great. And he also gives me advice. This isn't very Flandery, but it's funny. He gives me advice that is so obvious because he's just very nice and wants to say it.
Don't forget to breathe.
In regards to what?
Yeah, like, I buy the strips, and they're just little. They're clearly little elastic strips that open your nose.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
Yeah.
And he goes, just so you know, these won't actually fix your septum. Thanks. Yeah, I thought that while I was sleeping at night, it released little robots into my nose that would absolutely open it up. I'd like to absolutely choke you, by the way.
That guy would be that guy would be such a nightmare to work with. Like just being that happy all the time.
His assistant didn't know a smile on her face. He was standing under fluorescent horrible lights, selling people Dr. Scholl's skin tag removal kits. Can you take a look at it? And you're hearing the guy in the back. Just go right ahead. I had a joke, but that's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
It's okay.
Just curious where he works. Like, what is it? Because pharmacists make a lot of money. So.
Do they?
Yes.
He probably gets his check and goes, 10 million pennies going right in the piggy bank.
No, like seriously, this guy who went to school with my brother for pharmacy, he works at the pharmacy in Walmart on the island. He makes over $100,000 a year.
Yeah, well.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm serious.
You know what the greeter makes at the door?
Oh fuck. Well, he has Down syndrome. I mean, he's lucky to have a job.
Oh
god. Oh. All right, we got a Jew joke and a Down syndrome.
Canada calling me.
Yeah. You order so much food from them, they just sometimes just call you.
Hey,
you want anything? As a matter of fact,
yes. What's their number? It's like 3100.
310 Pizza Hut. No, I don't know what.
I swear it is.
It's 310 something. Yeah.
0001.
Panagopoulos.
Because that's who's calling me right now. I'm gonna answer it.
Answer it.
Yeah.
I want to see what
speakerphone.
It's over.
Oh. Call them back. I can't get over
that little
me going.
It was so self-indulgent.
And then in your head,
I was going.
You go. I'll let him finish his thought, and then I said finish.
You did.
You got some finesse there.
Oh. I just hated that you were injecting your own little. I love Simpsons characters.
That was real.
Nobody cares.
I just realized it was self-indulgent.
Well,
self-indulgent.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in a dungeon. I'll leave you there, you asshole.